one. Welcome, Armchair Analysts.
Welcome to the Armchair Bench Warmers show. Good to have you back. To all our viewers, thank you for tuning in. I'll go by the name of Az, and we're here with...
My name's Camz.
Woo!
Yo, and I'm Brian.
Yes, sir. And firstly, we just have to make some apologies to our viewers and subscribers that last week we unfortunately didn't film. And the reason why, should we tell them?
Tell them, man.
We won a lot of... So...
for bonus tickets.
So we banked the $7.30 and now we're back. So apologies that we weren't filming last week due to some technical difficulties and for taking our wins from a lotto. But we are back. We are back. Boys, let's start off with our fit check. Camz, talk to me, brother. What are you wearing today?
Well, coming up to Stand Origin, first game one tomorrow. To support my team, my side, the New South Wales Blues, the mighty New South Wales Blues. I've got on their logo and their merch. This hoodie jacket I've got on. Yeah.
Liking it.
To keep it warm during the Origin, because in the middle of winter or coming close to the middle of winter here in New Zealand, and you got to keep warm for those Origin games, man.
Harder.
Yep.
All right, Brian, what do we got on for fit check today?
Man, I'm just wearing a massive plaster, man, because I bleed blue. I bleed blue.
Shucks. Fire out. Well, congratulations, boys. Recycled toilet paper is a really, really good thing. Gentlemen, I feel a bit outnumbered here, but as you can see from my cap, it's the mighty Maroons. And what better way from a fit check to kick into our main headline, which is State of Origin. Game one tomorrow. The mighty Maroons versus the mighty New South Wales. Where's the game being played?
Aqua.
In Australia. The game is being played in Australia.
In Sydney, Aqua Stadium.
In Sydney at Aqua Stadium. So, man, look, gentlemen. I know you guys back your Blues boys every single year, and we have the Bant and we have the Texas, but the Maroons are on top all day, every day. And I have my reasons for why they're going to win this series. But, gentlemen, like the Blues, why are they going to, who's going to win the series and why?
Oh, Blues going to be 3-0 by the time State of Origin 2026 ends. No doubt about it. You just look at what they've got on paper. And you can argue, Queensland have had a lesser status of names on their roster sheet in other years, but you could say that's due to the coaching of Billy Slater or the passion of the Queensland faithful, and what happens when you put on that Queensland jersey. But
turn into Superman.
But I think being New South Wales and always having the best guys on our side, like there's always that level of confidence. But I think we've overcome that. I mean, the last 2 years we've lost. We came out of
Hold up. So you've overcome. What have the boys overcome if they've lost the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think that having that always having the best team on paper. We've overcome that now, and we're going to show you guys that we're going to be back to our best.
And Brian, have you got like 2 cents to add in? And you guys sound like broken records every single year. Look, this is the team. We've got all the names on paper, but it's just the mighty Maroons that come through with the W. Have you got your 2 cents to add into a result that's going to go only one way?
I think Laurie Daly's got a plan, and this year is the start of 10-year winning streak. This year, you heard it here first.
Boys, hand on heart, looking at your team, because you've got, on paper, your team, man, is full of superstars. Do you think, though, that there's too many personalities in the New South Wales team that impacts their ability to play together?
I think there is, but I think that's the coach's job to figure that out and to get these guys to be connective, get these guys to, rely on each other, rely on their skills, individual skills to work as a team. And I think that's why we were losing those 2 years prior. I think last year, Billy Slater, he picked guys that haven't had experience in Origin, and they've stood up because for pride and state. That's kind of like 30% of the battle. So okay, Billy Slater had that for him, but I think that we've learned our lesson, and I think this year, looking at our team, these are guys that have been through those 2 years as well. We've got guys with experience losing the State of Origin series, and guys with that experience knowing what it takes to win, knowing that we have the best guys on paper. We have to actually show it on the field, and I think the time has come for New South Wales to do that. And and that's why I agree with that 10 years in a row, because we got no excuse, man. We got no excuse. We got no excuse.
Facts.
I heard that Cleary is asking for replacement for Mitchell Moses, and he's asked if Laurie Daly could jump back in. Is that true?
I don't think it's true. I think we got Ethan Strange there, and he's he's a running number 6, and he can fit right into that spot. I think we lose with Mitchell Moses, his kicking game, and also there's a stat out there that says he's, out of him and Cleary, he's the most winningest half in a Blues team. But because of that, because we know that Nathan Cleary, he's the man, right? In NRL level, we know that for him playing for the Panthers. We haven't really seen him play, elite level in Origin. Like, we might see him in game 1, and then he'll disappear game 2 and 3, and we might see him game 2. He's gone game 1 and 3. He hasn't had a consistent outing for New South Wales, and we're just waiting for that. Once Cleary gets into that mode, that Panther mode on a consistent basis, game 1, 2, and 3, I think there's no stopping us. And he's still young, and that will explain our 10 years in a row.
Has your team heard of teamwork makes the dream work? Because that's the motto of the mighty Maroons. Is that when I was talking to Coach and Slats, I call him Slats. You guys know him, Billy Slater, Slats. Shout out to Slats. When we're talking, like, that's probably one of the things that we've one of the values that the Maroons have is that they don't have these shiny superstars. They don't have a lot of the shiny superstars. They don't have the guys like Nathan Cleary and Mitchell Moses that they have to gel their hair before they run out. They're just hard workers. They're just grinders. But teamwork makes the dream work. And when State of Origin and you hear the commentators talk about mate versus mate, state versus state, like, the Maroons get it. Do New South Wales need to go to class to sort of learn what Origin is about?
No, I think they just need to win. I mean, what you're talking about there is what I was trying to say. Like, with the Maroons, like, they're always the underdogs. They've been traditionally the underdogs, right? Even through the eight-year streak they had, right? Even though they had superstars on their side those 8 years, right? They had most of the Australian team on their side those 8 years. But I think it comes down to the passion for the jersey, being the underdog. And the coach choosing players that can fit into the system, fit into the team roster where you can complement each other, and that is a hard thing to do, but it's a good thing if you're Billy Slater to actually pull that off. I think there was that year Queensland won, and they were known as the worst team in history, and they still won. It put egg on our faces because we had a superstar team, right?
Yeah.
So Queensland, what they've got for them is that aura of pride for their jersey and playing under the gun and playing with their backs against the wall under pressure and being the underdog. I think as soon as that underdog status, if New South Wales can figure that out, I think they've really got their keys to the 10 years in a row.
Let's talk about one addition that hasn't been considered for selection in previous years. Aiden Whenua-Blake performs at international level, performs at club level. Going into State of Origin, is he going to have the same impact that he has in both international and club footy in the State of Origin arena?
I think we have to see, because he does play for Tonga, and we've seen him play there. I think he'll be in a similar position.
He hasn't been that great recently, eh? Not recently. Not since he left the Warriors.
Yeah, and that's right. And, when people talk about that people talk about that's because of the coaching of Andrew Webster. You come down, it's like when everyone goes down to Melbourne, play for Storm, you can become a better player. I think the Penrith Panthers have that, and now, it looks like the Warriors have that. So you got guys that come down to play for the Warriors under Andrew Webster, and they come out being Origin players. Look at Mitchell Barnett and Jackson Ford almost getting into the team, right? So, there's something about that.
Just on that note, Jackson Ford, where is he currently coming second in the Dally M? Behind Nathan Cleary? I think it is.
He's up there. Yeah, he's up
Did he deserve an Origin jumper?
Probably if you're a Warriors fan. But then again, that's good because the Warriors will have him during that that week. But they probably didn't need to have him because they had St. George. But I think because Laurie Daly came on TV and explained that he saw Jackson Ford as just a one-dimensional prop, just going up the middle, and he needed someone with range on the edge.
Yeah, I just find though, that particularly with the New South Wales picks, where they seem to fall off is in the later stages of the game. And if you've got a prop that can play 80 minutes, Aiden Whenua-Blake won't play 80 minutes. He probably can, but he not at that level. That's just, I probably consider State of Origin as probably the elite game or elite competition. So the intensity and the requirements from a fitness perspective, is just at its top level.
Well, we haven't got Payne Haas, so he's like an 80-minute guy. He can go the distance. But Jackson Ford, he's not an 80-minute guy. Eh? He is. He had to do extra minutes because of the injury to Barnett. But I think last year he wasn't playing that much.
He wasn't. He was coming off the bench most of the time.
Yeah.
And then you've got Barnett in there. Did he deserve a spot? Like, honestly, does Mitch Barnett deserve a spot? He'll probably step up and play in there, but given limited minutes, coming straight into State of Origin?
But he still looks the same, man. Still putting in the grind.
Well,
He still looks good, man.
Put it this way, I'm glad that you've got these players in there, the likes of Shucks, who's in your team again? Oh, the likes of Laurie Daly. I'm glad that they've got like Mitch Barnett that hasn't got a lot of game meters this year. And I think for the Queensland team, man, it's just teamwork makes the dream work. And look, I'm going to say it.
No Walsh? What do you reckon?
No, Walsh deserves not to be in the squad. Again, limited minutes. Hasn't been performing comparatively to Kalen Ponga.
But he's a game changer, man. He can just
he can
spark nothing, something out of nothing.
He is, but going into State of Origin, he's got no form going into the comp. And I think given the squad that Queensland have got, having Kalen Ponga, a revitalised Selwyn Cobbo on the wings, good centres, good defensive and attacking centres. We've got a good team. Munster's a beast.
But he hasn't been playing that great.
Oh, behind a pack for the Storm, a forward pack that's been dominated. I think he's been trying to do too much going into State of Origin. After a pack that's going to be going forward, I think he's going to have the luxury of playing his natural game. Although I'm a bit questionable that Tino Fa'asui, how do you pronounce his name? Fa'asui Muliai. Sorry, questionable that he probably shouldn't have got a spot. I don't think he's done enough this year to justify his selection. I wouldn't have played him, and particularly Kurt Capewell. I don't think Kurt Capewell probably would have deserved to be in there yet. But look, game tomorrow, and I'm going to call it. It's a whitewash, gentlemen. It's a whitewash.
Thank you.
And do you guys know what the acronym NSW stands for?
Never surrender. What?
No series win. No series win. To all our viewers, no series win. Is there anyone in there that is going to be the game changer for this competition out of the two teams? I mean, I look at Queensland, and it's got to be the Hammer. The man has been playing well. Put back into the centres. He's just a different beast. I think on New South Wales, the old head of Teddy, getting selection in front of Dylan Edwards. He's got a lot to prove, and I think he will prove it on that in that Origin arena. So those are my two. Camz, anyone there that you sort of think might be a standout out of, even if it's just out of one of the teams, for say out of Queensland, for example?
Yeah, I'm looking at my team. I'm looking at my guys out of Manly. Ola Kawatu, he's gonna be awesome on the field. I reckon moving forward. And Tola Kola on the wing. I mean, that guy's got speed. So I'm hoping he can get a breakaway.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was the other thing. Jojo Fafita was a bit of a surprise selection for Queensland. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him, I suspect, from the New South Wales halves. So good luck to you, Jojo. I think you've got a bit of speed, and clearly Slats sees something in you. So good luck for that. But yeah, good luck to both teams tomorrow. But it's up the mighty Maroons. Been a while since we sort of kicked off our any rugby commentary. So let's get into our rugby wrap, where we discuss the week that was and the week that is. Starting off with results for last weekend.
Last weekend.
And the Blues weren't playing, so it was probably really a boring weekend of rugby.
Oh, the first game was the Crusaders versus the Chiefs. Man, that was the best game I've seen this year.
Oh, I wouldn't call it the best. I'll call it a good game.
It was like it kept moving, hardly any stoppages.
I looked at the crowd though, compared to the Blues Crusaders, wasn't a sellout, a lot of empty cheers. Very good game, entertainment wise.
Was sold out.
Was it sold out?
Yeah, they've sold out every game at their new stadium.
Oh, shucks. People must have left early. Anyway, it was a good game. It was a very good game. And the Crusaders just seemed to stay in the grind the whole game. And when they have to pull out like a game-changing play, somehow they seem to find it. That David Havili is playing some good rugby, and be interesting to see if he
was good, man.
He gets some All Black, gets back into All Black selection. But yeah, very, very good game. Did you check that game out, Camz?
No, I didn't. Because the Blues weren't playing, I didn't watch any Super Rugby at all.
Yeah, I watched that because my son's a Chiefs supporter. Shout out, Sean. So I had to go and watch that. But it was definitely a game worth watching. Who else we got on our results there, Brian?
Sorry. After that was the Waratahs lost to the Brumbies 14-21.
All right, next.
Moana Pasifika, they just lost to the Reds.
Man, did you see some of their tries?
No, I didn't see it.
Man, I was watching some of the highlights of their games, man. That Leota that came from the Broncos, that's playing on the wing, damn, that guy beat like 3 dudes down the sideline. And each of those defenders had an equal opportunity, like a fair opportunity to tackle him. And man, he just... I don't know how he evaded them, but well done. Speaking of the Moana, Winston Peters, there was some article in the paper that Winston Peters sort of says that all will be revealed with very positive sentiment. Do you guys know anything more about that?
I don't, but it sounds exciting. I've got a take on it.
Talk to me, Cam.
So, coming from Winston Peters, I reckon they've got some funding through some Māori organisation, and they're going to rename the team Moana Polynesia. and have some Māoris in there. You know, be like a New Zealand Māori team mixed with Pasifika players, renamed to Moana Polynesia.
That's not actually a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea. So I suppose watch the space and look, tune into that's why you watch the Armchair Bench Warmers sports show, because you would have heard it first here. We don't always get it right all the time, but on this one, I'm backing my boy Camz here.
I've heard
That's
something
a good name, me. That's a good name, me.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
if
heard-
that comes on for real, man, we're the ones that first made it.
What's your take?
I've heard through the grapevine that it will be the PNP Financial Moana Pasifika. Yeah,
Best mortgage brokers in New Zealand.
that's what I've heard.
I've heard a different take. I've heard that there is potentially some backing from a couple of private entities. I believe that could be confirmed as having the backing, and now they're just going through the semantics of what that looks like.
What happens now? Because I know the liquidators have been called in. So who now foots the bill? NZR?
Jeez. Liquidators, if you're watching this, and I know you are, get in contact with us. Let us know some deets.
Because who pays? Because I know how many games they got. One. So they still need to be paid, all the staff and the players.
Yeah, NZR is paying the salaries.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They're going to foot the bill.
Yeah, there'll be typically some provisions in place around that, I would suspect.
Just the salaries, though. Yeah. NZR will cover, but they're on debt 2.7 million, I believe.
Yeah, because they can't default the game, because that'd be breaching the
Yeah,
broadcasting agreement.
I don't think in terms of the financial provisions, I would assume those would have all been in place for this year. It would just be what happens next year in terms of that business model and the continuity of it. And I think this is where the potential funders will then come in to underwrite what is required to be able to do that.
PNP Financial Moana Pasifika, based at Henderson Park.
Here's our $2. You heard it here first. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that looks like, because I think for all teams would have to then they'll definitely be reviewing their financial model, because continuity at the current level, particularly with the with the exception of Canterbury, is visibly an absence of people on seats. So that whole model would have to be reinvigorated. I think their privatisation interest and inclusion would definitely have to be a factor in that for Super Rugby to continue at its or continue to exist, really. But it also I think it also needs to, like, the competition needs to be revitalised too. And part of that might be rather than have
teams,
and then also maybe rather than have sort of 3 provinces, maybe that has to go down to 1 or 2, and then creating more teams and more competition. And that hopefully would increase also participation in a slowly dwindling sport. So. Who else we got on there for those results?
After that was the Hurricanes. They thrashed the Highlanders 45-28.
Man, can the Hurricanes be beaten, man? They just seem to be, with the exception, no, the Chiefs beat them, actually. I think the Chiefs beat them, but Hurricanes on form are just firing at the moment. So I think they've secured top spot. I think Chiefs have secured second spot.
Second, yeah. So we got home games for the
Blues currently have got third spot, but that just depends on what happens this week. So we've got I think they've got an easy game this week, so we can probably lock that in.
Hurricanes Crusaders this week, so that'll be a good game.
Not as good because the Blues are back, bro. We've got an easy game this week. Any more games for last week?
Yeah, it was the Force. They bet Drua 19-15.
Ooh, controversial try by Zach Lomax. I read in the paper. I didn't actually watch the game, but
Was it?
unlucky Drua. Venaka boys.
Okay.
And was that the last game?
Yeah, that was the last game.
And all right, let's move on, because the Camz. Are you excited? Camz? The Blues are back. Like, Super Rugby is just boring without the Blues, but they are back. We're back. Talk to me, Brian. Talk to me.
Okay, this round, it's Crusaders. Starts with Crusaders versus the Hurricanes.
Where's that game being played?
That's at One NZ Stadium, One New Zealand Stadium in Christchurch.
Oh.
That'll be.
I'm going to put my money on the Crusaders for this one.
Well, they are at the moment. They are the favourites.
Yeah, I'm going to put my just given the momentum. I'm going to put my money on the Hurricanes.
They're safely at home too, so
Yeah, that's a big advantage over there.
And that'll be a sellout against the Hurricanes, man.
Yeah.
Hurricanes are on form, so
what's the Hurricanes' secret? Are they just an attacking team that they just want to outscore everybody? Is that how they win, or is it their attack that's winning them games? Or
Oh, no, I don't watch them.
I think the Hurricanes have got everything going, man. Energy on the ball, energy in defence. They've just got a ruthless mentality about the way they're playing at the moment, like they're bullying teams. And they seem to bully it for the whole 80 minutes. And that's probably been the difference between Hurricanes of 2026 and past years, where they might play that type of game for 60 minutes and then fall off. They're playing that game for 80 minutes. But they've also been very respectful and humble in their wins too. So some good leadership through Karifi Duplessis. And, man, I think they've just got a good balance of that team. They've got a good balance of people getting injured, the people going out and coming in. And they've also had continuity of the same players over the last couple of years. So, yeah, I think a combination of things at the moment. Who's our next game on that Super Rugby wrap-up?
Reds versus the Draw.
Where's that being played? That's got to be Suncorp, yeah. Reds.
Reds.
Brumbies and Moana.
Oh,
That's over there.
oh man,
At Gill Stadium.
Man, Brumbies. I think the travel. Although being the last game for the season, Moana might get that win, but nothing better to see them win. But a tough task to go and play the Brumbies at home.
Yeah. And then after that, we got the mighty Chiefs versus the Kaka Blues. Easy win for the Chiefs.
That's what you say, but the Blues are going to come away with that one.
Yeah. Look, the Blues, we haven't been firing. Let's be honest, we haven't been firing. We've done that on purpose because we want to make sure that the competition has some interest. If we keep winning games, Camz, the game's going to get boring. So going down to Chiefs territory, no McKenzie. He's been ruled out because of concussion. I see it as an easy win in the Tron.
Yeah, so do I.
So
You guys are delirious.
without, teams are announced out tomorrow. So look, lock it in. Blues for the dub, and that'll secure a third spot for the Blues.
Hey? Okay, and the last game, Force versus Waratahs.
And all right, we're going to move on to a league of our own. Look, short amount of games because of the Origin, which reduces the amount of games that are played each week. But results for last week.
Raiders lost to the Dolphins 22-30.
Good game, that one. Good game. But Dolphins on top.
Yeah, after that was Doggies versus the Storm. They beat the Storm 30-20.
Who, the Doggies did?
Yeah.
Oh, did I choose the Doggies? Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, well done. Yeah. I was just about to say, see, the Doggies are not on form, but yeah, they actually found some form. So, we're just checking if the Armchair Bench Warmers analysts are onto it, So just whipping, testing you with some of that sporting knowledge.
After that, we had the Dragons go down to the Warriors 12-30.
Dragons did all right in that game, man. Dragons did all right.
It was pissing down
They
too.
scored the first try. Were you worried when they scored the first try or no?
No. I think every game they've played where the other team has scored first, they've won.
Man, I have to say it, man. Have you guys seen that guy? Is it Sione Tuigamala's video edits?
No.
Bro, check his stuff out, man. He's got some cool stuff, man. He's got some cool stuff. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, after that was Manly.
Yeah.
Just edged out the Titans.
That was a tough win for us.
12 to 10.
What happened there, Camz? What happened?
Well, for starters, we had our star players not there because of Origin duties. Tommy Turbo's out injury.
Bro, Cliff Lyons has been retired for years, bro.
Shout outs to Cliff Lyons. Manly legend. Yeah, 12-10. It was a good game. I watched that game. Yeah, it was a tough win. I thought that Manly were going to go away. But then I saw the personnel and they brought a lot of guys up from New South Wales Cup. The centre that they brought up from New South Wales to take over Tolakola, he was actually really good. Felady, his last name was. He did some real good defensive stuff. He saved a try. He made a decision to go to what do you call it? The challenge, and he won it. So all good contributions.
Well done, young man. Well done, young man.
And shout outs to Clayton, our fullback who's come up, Faulalo, who's who did a good job. He scored a try too. So yeah, man, looking good. Our reserve guys coming up and stepping up. So yeah.
Where's Manly placed at the moment in the table? Must be on the top 8.
They're fourth.
Ooh.
Fourth.
Moving along.
And the last game was Cowboys 30, bet the Rabbitohs 18.
Yeah, that was a good game, man. That Tomalolo, man, he is on. Did he play? He played, eh?
Yeah.
He's on, man. So, and this week's game, fire them up, man.
This week.
Because, like last week, boring NRL because the Broncos weren't there. But they're back this week. They're back.
Okay, we've got the Sharks versus Manly on Friday.
At Shark Park. So yeah, there's another hard game for us. It depends who could survive Star Origin if we get our guys back.
That's true.
Or if they rest them again. But it'll be a tough match for us going up against the Sharks. But I'm hoping Fosball can come away
Create
for
some
the
magic.
Win. Yeah,
Create some magic.
Okay,
50-50 on that one. I'm 50-50 on that one.
and then on Saturday, we've got the Knights versus the Eels. Knights, easy.
Knights versus Knights will slay the Eels.
Yeah.
Knights will slay the Eels.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Tigers versus the Doggies.
Ooh, interesting game. Game. I think Tigers have been getting hammered. They need to find some form, man,
I
quickly.
agree with you.
And the Doggies, they'll take some confidence, but hopefully they don't get too complacent and think that they've won the competition. But that'll be a good game. I'm going to watch that game.
It's too many injuries for West Tigers. So, I think if Bulldogs can, off the back of their win against the Storm, can come back with a win here, then good.
It is going to be interesting, how much the influence of the State of Origin players play on these teams, like in terms of decision making and so forth. Like, man, getting your State of Origin players back, is for those, particularly for those two teams, is quite. Oh, the Tigers got anyone in the State of Origin?
Benji Muscle.
Oh, not even Jerome. Is Jerome Luai? No.
No.
Oh wow. Go the Doggies.
Not even Terrell made the team.
No, he didn't make it
There's
either,
a
eh?
big fuss about that too, eh?
No, Coruscant.
He's injured, Coruscant.
Oh, okay.
Okay, after that was Storm versus the Roosters.
Yeah, Storm has proven that they can't win without Harry Grant and Cameron Munster. So they need them back if they want any chance against the Roosters. But at the same time, let's see who survives Origin, because a few guys from the Roosters are playing Origin.
And for those particular players too, Munster and Harry Grant, they'll play 80 minutes. So interesting.
Okay, and then Sunday we've got Broncos versus the Dragons.
Dragons! Easy one. Easy.
I actually think this might be the Dragons might actually win this one.
This is the Bronco hump, man. This is the Bronco hump.
Dragons' first win of the season. Oh wow!
Man, that's what they were saying about last weekend. All the bloody Dragons.
Oh no!
Everyone's putting Dragons to beat the Warriors.
If it was the if I was the Dragons players, the coach, management, I wouldn't even turn up. It's game over. It's game over. Broncos for the easy dub.
I think when the score was 24-6 to the Warriors with 15 minutes to go, they were still saying, "Oh, this could be the Dragons' first win of the year."
Block of rage. Block of rage.
Man, that guy's biased. He's always like, when it comes to the Warriors,
They need to sack his ass, man.
it's 100-0 to the Warriors with 5 minutes to go. Look, the other team could come back.
Yeah, he's biased as he.
Yeah, look, the other team could come back and look at that. Look, it's against the Warriors. They can do that. Although, did you hear him make the comment? I think it was the Cowboys and who did they play? Cowboys and
Rabbits.
and the Rabbits, and he goes, yes, and we look at them, they were doing the warm, and he goes, yeah, and we look at it, and he goes, and you can see the Warriors. Oh, sorry, Cowboys. That must be how infatuated he must be with the Warriors and seeing them basically not do well, which is probably 80% of Australia. But anyway,
Okay,
so
after that, you got the Raiders versus the Cowboys.
ooh, where's that being played? Oh, that's at
Gill Stadium,
nah, Raiders, man. There's something in the water over there. They've got no cohesion at the moment. So Cowboys with the easy dub.
Oh,
It's pretty disappointing for the Raiders considering their season last year. And they really haven't lost anyone besides Fogarty. And looks like that was the thing to get them.
The connection, the conduit.
Yeah.
were they minor premiers last year? What was they?
Sharks, they might have been there.
Raiders.
But then the Broncos took them out. They went on
and the
to
last game of the round, Panthers versus the Warriors.
Top of the table.
That's the
Yeah.
game. That's the game.
When
That's
was the
game to
last
watch.
time you see a top of the table clash between the Warriors and
Where's that being played?
and it doesn't matter who the other
there.
team was.
That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna. I don't know. I think the Warriors the Panthers seem to be the Warriors' bogey team.
Hopefully, Queensland smash fucking Cleary. Gets injured. And and then
Total.
all of them.
To'o, and then Ivan Cleary has to step into fullback on a wing.
Look, one of these teams have to lose, and I think Warriors are gonna go, man.
They're gonna take the win or lose.
They're gonna lose.
Let's go hard one. It's a hard one.
This is the game Penrith wants to play.
I don't know what the Warriors' style of game is different this year. Like they've got confidence. They're playing 80 minutes. They're basically doing what the Panthers have done in previous seasons. So I'm
Similar styles,
gonna
similar gameplay.
going to tip. Yeah, man, I'm going to tip the Warriors on this one.
Well, the Warriors got an advantage of there's a few guys in Penrith playing steroid,
Yeah.
so it'll be hard to play Wednesday and then come back and play. But then again, this game's on Sunday. You got a
And then
short
you've got Mitch
turnaround.
Barnett
Yeah,
in there, so whether he will back up or not, he probably will back up, given his last season.
well, they can win without him, because they have been.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
have been. At the beginning of the season, they
Yeah.
didn't have him.
Just speaking on the Warriors, Tanner Boyd's injury, how big of an impact is that going to have on the Warriors' performance, and is it going to impact continuity? Who's it? Tamari Martin? Is he injured? Tamari Martin?
No, he's
He seemed to play a bit of a blinder last week.
He's fitting right in, and I think that's what's been impressive about the Warriors, that Tanner Boyd can go down, Tamani Mane can just come in and just not the team does not skip a beat. They're still
Next player,
Wasn't
step
he?
up.
He was halfback when they won that Magic Round against Penrith in
Yeah, he was.
2024. He was the half.
That was in that was at Suncorp Bay.
Yeah, well, it was Magic Round. That's when fucking Warriors were like way down at the table and Penrith were number one.
I remember watching that, and I was like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I made a bet, Man, I won big time that day.
I think we all thought you were crazy. We all thought you were crazy, and then I was like, what the heck? But yeah, Tamari Martin seems to be him, so hopefully there's some continuity for the Warriors in that. So big weekend of Super Rugby, big weekend of NRL sport. In other sporting news, gentlemen, did you know there is a sporting competition called Giant Pumpkin Kayaking? And you get your giant-sized pumpkin as your kayak. You gut it all out, and you jump in it, and you basically kayak down a stream.
Who's running the primary school kids?
So it'd be interesting as to how they get sizes of that and Google it. But also, being an oval shape, man, it'll be pretty difficult to sort of get your kayak to sort of go in the right direction. But yes, there is a sport over there called Giant Pumpkin Kayaking. Would you try it?
Probably not.
No.
Auckland FC obviously won the competition. Congratulations, Auckland FC. 2 years in the competition, they take it out.
Yeah, that's me.
I suppose the only question is, Wellington Phoenix, what are you up to?
They placed on Sipso too, eh?
Yeah, that was probably the best thing.
But those crowds, I was at a birthday on the weekend, our oldest girl's birthday, and seeing all the Auckland FC fans before and after the game, man, far out. They have got it going on. But well done to...
They didn't have to cut the Warriors game, though. Damn.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Cut the bloody Warriors game.
Citizens Bar. 2 years in the comp, man, and they take it out.
Yeah,
well
I think
done.
that's got to do with the salary cap. Apparently, there's no salary cap if you're the first year, second year, and the comp. But now there's a salary cap, so they're going to lose some players for next year. But then there's also, there's a question: what's the status for Auckland sport? Whose city does this belong to in terms of sport? Is it Auckland FC? Is it the Warriors? Is it the Blues?
It's definitely the Warriors, boy. Definitely a Warriors city now.
Then you can break it down. So is it Mount Smart Stadium or is it Eden Park?
Oh, I know the Anzac Test 2027 is at Eden Park, eh?
Yeah, that's at Eden Park. That'll be interesting to see if they get it sold out. And there's probably confidence in that. I'd say the Blues are basically well behind Auckland FC and the Warriors. I think the Warriors definitely probably bump out Auckland FC only because of their tenure in their respectable competition, but not far behind in the momentum that Auckland FC have got. I think it's only a matter of time if they can continue on as it is before they have a significant presence in Auckland. But 2 years to win a comp, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't put the New Zealand Warriors in there because it's the New Zealand Warriors. Like they're just a team that's based in Auckland. They don't represent Auckland as a city.
Yeah.
When you talk about Auckland, you talk about the Mystics. You talk about the Tuatara, the Auckland basketball team. You talk about Auckland FC, Auckland Blues, or the Blues, who represent the northern part of the North Island.
Camz, talk to us, man. NBA finals are there. I saw some article on the Knicks. Didn't get to read it, but yeah, give us an update on what's happening in the NBA finals.
Man, so now we're down to the conference finals. So East and West. So on the West, you've got OKC, who are the defending champions, up against Spurs. Now that series is tied 2-2. So that's a tough series. It's Wembanyama, the alien, up against SGA.
I saw his half court shot, eh?
Yeah, the half court shot.
Right at full time.
Who? Wembanyama.
Wembanyama, yeah, half court shot. But man, the series I was interested in, and it's because of the fans. Now we talked about the Warriors fans who took over Suncorp Stadium. If you watch your social media and if you're fans of the Knicks, you cannot bypass the New York Knicks fans. And the city of New York is just, I don't know, it's like, damn. The bars are jam-packed of New York Knicks fans cheering. They got watch parties outside the stadium.
What are watch parties?
So they put a big, massive, giant screen outside the stadium. And,
to watch the game.
And everyone just comes and watch the game. But they also buy tickets to go into the stadium.
I'm taking my
and watch
22-inch monitor down to Eden Park.
So they've done that. They've also, because they've opened...
That's cool, man.
They've opened the stadium, so you can go in the stadium and watch on the big screen. You can also watch outside. Every bar in New York City has got the games on. So these are all the away games. So when they're at home, it's even crazier. But man,
what a vibe!
You just can't help but be a New York Knicks fan when you see the fans go crazy, man. It's like you want to be part of it. It's real something. It's something to see. So on the East, you've got the New York Knicks up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that season is over. That series is over because New York Knicks won 4-0. So
Damn.
New York Knicks are waiting for the winner of the West to meet in the NBA Finals, which start in the beginning.
So the Knicks are already through. It just depends on who wins the other sort of.
Oh, okay.
Yep, depends who wins against OKC and Spurs.
Who's your take on that? Who's your take? OKC?
It looks like it's tough because OKC is struggling against the Spurs. They're not finding them easy beats. So and you can see because it's 2-2 at the moment. So each team has 2 wins to make it to the NBA Finals. It's in contrast to the Knicks. They've swept all their. They won 4-1 in the first round. In the semifinals, they won 4-0, and now they've won the conference finals.
This is the Knicks.
4-0, yeah. So they've won 11 games in a row. They've won 11 games in a row to get to the NBA Finals. So it's going to be even harder because whoever they get in the finals, whether it's OKC, which are the defending champions, there'll be a hard game. Whether it's Spurs with Wembanyama, there'll be another hard game. These are not the teams that they played against to get their way to the finals, if you know what I mean. So, so whatever happens in the finals, they got to step up even more. But, man, just the way they've captured the imagination of New York City fans or New York City, because New York hasn't won a championship since 1973.
Oh, man.
And when you see the crowd, they're saying, this is our year, this is our year. It just reminds me of the Warriors. It reminds me of the Warriors fans, and man, just the way the fans act. You see all the celebrities in the game. They show all the celebrities like going Knicks and 4. The fans are just crazy because they're pretty rude too. Because the chants they have, like for instance, passionate chants. So when they played the 76ers, I don't know who sold the tickets, but someone sold like thousands of tickets to New York Knicks fans. So they packed half of the stadium in Philadelphia to watch that last game. The chants were because the star player for 76ers is Joel Embiid. The chants in the stadium was fuck Embiid, fuck Embiid, fuck Embiid. And it was so loud, the commentators had to talk over it because it was so loud. It was so loud in their own stadium, So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to see. So, but my team's not there. Miami Heat, they got eliminated in the
Unlucky.
in the pre-tournament. But I'm going for the Knicks, man.
Knicks, eh?
Going for the Knicks.
We are the Knicks. We like to suck. Anyway, good luck to the NBA teams, and thanks, Camz, for that update. Enhanced games. What the heck is that, man? I'm seeing a lot of stuff on social media around that, but enhanced games. Boys, give me some education on what enhanced games are.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, I heard about, people talking about starting up Olympic Games without any drug tests. Drug
What?
testing.
Yeah.
and because it came about like with especially with the LGBT thing, with the Papa Fingers going into
Transgender.
Women's sport. Yeah, transgender. So it came off the back of that argument because it was like, why don't we have a transgender Olympic Games rather than putting them in, the Olympic Games? And then it came, why don't we have a drug-free Olympic game? Not drug-free, but, there's no drug testing, so you can do whatever you want. And they will call it enhanced games because there's no
restrictions
around any of that.
No vetting, no policing.
Yeah, I
no testing.
saw a promo they had. They had this dude, and he beat the world record in swimming. But he was jacked. Yeah, but he it was like by 10 seconds or something.
He probably also beat the boating's fastest record too, with the drugs. But what do the athletes look like, man? Are they like, is one arm bigger than the other?
No, they're just on roids, eh?
Damn.
What do you think? Do you think someone's gonna die? I'm like, damn.
They might have a heart attack. They're all D-balls
given that, yeah.
on the trend.
Wonder what the weightlifting's like, eh?
Can you imagine what the boxing will be like? Just going forever. Round 59. Everyone's leaving. Man, it's taking too long. I'm out.
And day 17 of the boxing fight. The same two fighters are still there. And the other guys, they go, no, good, we'll just take some more drugs.
You could just smoke crack, and you wouldn't be able to get knocked out.
Yeah, no, he's not getting. And then in the second round, come back, go and get another hit. Back in there.
Exactly. Exactly. It'll be,
Take a break. It's Christmas. Come back after Christmas.
So all I can say is that would be hilarious to watch, man.
Some of those guys. And then wonder if they sort of check and just have a look downstairs and see what happens downstairs for the male athletes.
Next year they can join the female competition. Just they're not testing.
Before and after. Oh, man. Moving along. And moving on to the bets on us. Games are back this week. Difficult game for probably the Brian and his Waz boys. But for me, Broncos with a W. And I'm going to have to check. I'm going to choose a try scorer, but the teams aren't out until... No, the teams are out.
Yeah.
Let me have a look here. Let me have a look here. Broncos. Who have the Broncos got? And I'm going to put down Walsh to score. Haas is back. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's us.
No,
and,
is it?
Yeah.
Is it Payne Haas?
Shucks. Yeah, no, it is. He's back. He's back. And Walsh to score.
Oh.
Talk to me, gentlemen. This is where we throw $3 each on it. I think I need to update my bank balance.
I've got AKP to score.
Ooh.
And DWZ to score.
Ooh. Not a win for the Warriors.
Trying something different. Mix it up, bro. Getting a bit boring.
And also, Camz, can you just give an update on our winning balance, please?
0. I'm gonna pick. I see Nico Hines not there, so I'm gonna pick Manly to win, and I'll pick Sam Stone Street to score on Quinola's side.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There, and our winnings. If we win that. It won't compare to our lotto win, but we will win $3.50 if we get that all right, because we need to replenish those bank accounts. Just also a big shout out to all the rugby teams, especially two teams, the under 14B Waitakere rugby team. They played St. Paul's on the weekend, went down, but saw some massive improvement from the team there, and also the Massey under 16s team. Who went down by 2 points over the weekend. So all the best to the teams that are going. I don't think there's any games because of the long weekend, but good luck to the teams that start the competition the following week. So, gentlemen, we're coming to the end of the show. We'd just like to thank our viewers, subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out all our social platforms. You can see the links below. And make sure that you follow, share, like, and also comment on anything that you'd like us to talk about. So from us here in the studio, we just like to thank you for tuning in. We are the Armchair Bench Warmers, as Cam and Brian, and we're just going to leave you with some really beautiful words of knowledge, and Brian's going to just give us a bit of a take there.
I haven't prepared anything.
Just one of the words or the dance moves that you were doing on Saturday. So anything like that will just create inspiration. So yeah, without further ado, some wise words of inspiration.
Don't take too many shots at the bar. You end up twerking on the dance floor.
From us here in the studio at the Armchair Bench Warmers. See you next week. Au revoir.
Yeah.